Childfree Girls present Meet the Childfree Panel, a Halloween special. Featuring me, a Childfree author. The interviewer, what's her name again? And Sully, gatekeeper of the Childfree community.
We are here today with Zuli and me, who is not me, but it is me. That is how she prefers to be referred to. And we're here today because they're going to be joining a panel for women without children by choice. And they're here today to talk about why they're on that panel and what they think about sperm gremlins. You know, I'm interested actually in starting with Zuli because she identifies as a gatekeeper to the child-free community. So I'd like to know, what do you plan to discuss on the panel in terms of maybe who could even attend the function?
Yeah, it's going to be very hard to tell who's child-free or not. I'm going to tell you why. That's the first thing. We really need to make sure that the people who are there are absolutely real, for real child-free, and not just like half. With the pandemics, now everyone's doing this. And this is the official child-free face mask for when there are kids at maybe closer than 10 feet to where you are. So now it's very hard to tell because everyone's wearing this because of the virus. But we definitely need to have like some guidelines because we can't have like non-child-free people go to this panel.
So what you're saying is that we should be able to, in the larger community of people, we should always be able to identify child-free people by some kind of uniform, such as a face mask.
Absolutely, but not a face mask, not anymore. Yeah, but absolutely, we should be able. And you know what? There is an identifiable thing. There is this community, not a community, but there's like a secret society, and we actually like vet child-free people, and we get a pin like this one. See, it says CC. Child-free by design is real child-free. If you have it, you're a real child-free for real. If you don't, then the jury's still out.
How do you qualify to receive one of those pins? Is there a form?
Thank you, Me. That's a fantastic question.
You have to go to the Real Child-Free People Please Stand Up organization. And actually, Eminem stole that from us. This is from before Eminem. Like, that's organization, the Real Child-Free People who stand up for the rights and the right of not being around kids ever for whatever reason. And there's like a special questionnaire, and then you have to go through some tests and some trials. Some people actually have to go through, it's a very big and very dangerous trial, but they have to go through it if they want to prove that they're child-free.
Dangerous. We're going to get back to that. I'm going to take a note on the dangerous part because I'm dying to know what that is. But in the meantime, I would like to ask Me, and by that I don't mean me, what do you plan to contribute to the panel, and how did you get in? Do you have a pin? How did you even get on the panel?
This is the first I have ever heard of this foundation, to be honest, but as you should all be aware, I am the #1 international best-selling author of 37 books on the child-free topic, including my latest book, which is a memoir. It's called The Smartest Child-Free Person in the Room.
Oh.
Can you read that?
Wow. It's very thick. That's a thick book. So all of that book is about how smart you are, or?
I've had a very interesting life. Even though I'm only 37 years old, I have a lot to say. And remember, I have 37 of these. So that is why I'm on the panel. I mean, really, you should not even be asking me this question.
That's a fair criticism. Yes. But I am curious to know, in a book that thick, titled The Smartest Child-Free Person in the Room, do you go into what makes you the smartest child-free person in the room? Are there certain qualities specifically as a child-free person that you have that make you a smart child-free person?
Well, to answer your question, what is your name?
Oh, it's-
Anyway, you will have to buy the book. It's available on paperback, obviously. Hardcover is coming, and it will be on Kindle. It'll be about 5,000 pages on Kindle, because I might add some more stuff. But
so what will you be talking about on the
I'm the
panel?
smartest child-free person in the room at all times.
That's wonderful. But what will you be saying on the panel? What's your contribution?
I will be bringing all of my books to the panel, all 37 of them, including this one. Listen to me, I'm child-free. Can you see that? My lighting is kind of off.
Oh, I can, yes.
Okay.
It's a lovely cover.
So I will be bringing this. And actually, you know what? I've got so many more. Child-free pets. A classic.
I'm sorry, I think Zuli would like to say something.
But there's no such thing as being child-free and having a pet. Like, that is already a problem there. So your book is invalid.
And now, why do you say that? Why can't you be child-free and have a pet?
Because it's against the rules.
Mhm.
We also have a book. You can't see it. If you're not child-free for real, you won't be able to see it.
Oh no, I can't see it.
You can't see it. You're not child-free for real. That's right. Yeah, that's right. I tell you. This book is called,
I can see it.
what is it called?
I can see it.
No, you just said that child-free people can have pets, and that's just not true. And let me just check if
It's science fiction.
I
I
need-
write all genres.
it's not science. Oh my God. Let me just check if the neighbors' kids are gone. I have a lookout out there checking for me.
Okay, well, while she's doing that, can I tell you about my next book? It's called The Age of the Child-Free Child.
That's
There's
an
no-
interesting title.
You will love it. You will love it. I tell you, you will love it.
There's no such thing as a child-free child. You can't decide if you're child-free or not before you're 25.
Hang on, I have a book for that too. It's
Are
called
you
Child-Free in the
suggesting-
Womb. So it
Are
is totally possible. And this is a nonfiction book, by the way.
Are you?
I
I'm
have
sorry.
3
Are you
accounts of people,
advocating-
including myself, talking about how we've been child-free since before we were born. And that is also what makes me one of the smartest child-free, or the smartest child-free person in the room as well. I've been child-free since before I was born.
Now, when people
Yes.
see a title like Child-Free in the Womb, it's very possible they're going to get the idea that you're interested in some sort of in vitro sterilization, taking these sperm germs and just injecting them with some sort of sterilizing agent so that they are child-free without their consent.
Actually, it's funny you say that. What do I have here?
Do you have a thought that you don't have?
There's keep your sperm to yourself. And, well, no, that one's for later. We'll just start with that one. Anything is possible. Kids nowadays, younger and younger, are determining that they are child-free. Who says that a fetus cannot decide that for themselves?
We do. The real child-free people, we do. The book that you can't see does. I was just informed by my lookout that the kids are gone, so I'm going to take this off. So it's better to see my face. And I'm going to show you the book because you need to see it.
The one and only really child-free guide.
It was written 10,000 years ago.
Really?
It has been passed generation after generation of the people of the real child-free. Please stand up. It's not a foundation, by the way. It's a society. It's a secret society. That's how you get a badge. You need to know the rules in this book, and you need to be able to recite them from the top of your head.
Is there a secret handshake?
No, child-free people don't shake hands.
Oh, how do
It's
you?
amazing that I have never heard of that book. And as such a prolific child-free author, I've even written How to Be Child-Free When You Have Kids.
Now, you're talking about things like having kids and being child-free when you're having kids, and you're both going to the same panel, but Zuli, would she at all qualify to be child-free?
Do I think Zuli qualifies to be
No,
child-free?
no. I'm asking, Zuli is the gatekeeper. I'm asking her if you qualified to be child-free.
Well, that's a preposterous question.
Well, I'm not asking you. I'm asking Zuli.
Well,
I'm going to mute you.
I think Me said something about having decided to be child-free while she was in the womb, her mother's womb, like not being born.
It was before she was born, yeah.
Yeah, so according to chapter 7, yeah, no, she's not child-free.
Okay, because she decided while in the womb?
Yeah, too young. You can't decide before you're 25. If you're
That's
below 25, you can't decide. You're not really child-free, not until you turn 25. It's in the book. And that book is not published. It's not available to all the public. That's why you haven't seen it, Me. It's because it's only passed down in our secret society.
How do you get in the secret society? Is it only the pin? Are there other ways? Is there some sort of form you fill out? I mean, is it just a matter of getting the pin? Because it sounds to me like you can't get the pin unless you're in the society already, but there has to be some sort of entry. And I know you said it's something very dangerous. So let's get back to that. What is the most dangerous test you have to take to get into this secret child-free society?
You have to steal a child and you have to drop it from the inside the volcano in Hawaii.
Wow.
It's like a gift to the child-free gods.
Is a child? You're giving child-free gods a child?
The death of a child.
Oh. How many members are in this society currently?
I'm sorry, what is your name again?
My name is
currently around real child-free, really child-free people, maybe around 150 people around the world. That's all.
So where would someone find this little bundle of despair to hurl into a volcano?
Oh, anywhere. Have you seen people and babies? They're everywhere. That's why we need to keep the real child-free definition clean. We need to we are actually in danger of disappearing. Child-free people are an endangered species. We need to be able to continue and carry on with this legacy. Kids are everywhere. You can find any kid.
But you
can't. My neighbor has 2. We can go and ask them.
I'm just having a hard time. Maybe that's why, I guess that's why it's such a dangerous process trying to get in there. Maybe it's not the volcano as much as it is, and correct me if I'm wrong, as much as it is, say, approaching a breeder in a grocery store and snatching their little womb weasel and then scurrying it away to a volcano somewhere in Hawaii. Is that the hard part?
That is one of the hard parts. Yes, absolutely. And also if they involve the police or FBI or Interpol or you name it, the army even, because they're after us. We are being hunted. So definitely dangerous because of that, but also because when you are doing your trip towards the volcano, there is a chance that you meet non-child-free people in the way who want to prevent you from doing this sacrifice. So it's hard.
I have to say, this sounds a lot like the premise to my trilogy, The Child-Free Games. I mean, that's kind of what the novel talks about. And then in the sequel, what is it? Childfree J. Childfree J goes into even more in depth. And of course, then you got then you got the third one, Catching Child-Free Fire. This sounds a lot like your so-called, I mean, doesn't it? This sounds suspiciously, I don't know. I mean, I wrote this 2 years ago, but just saying.
That sounds like the volcano quest.
It does. It really does.
That still doesn't make you child-free, though. Stop trying.
Well, clearly you have not read my other book, I Am More Child-Free Than You. But then again, I also have this other book, which maybe I know more about being child-free than you do. Also available on Kindle.
Did you write I Know You Were Child-Free Last Summer? Are you the one who wrote that?
That is a brilliant title I did not think of. Is that book already in existence? I did write The Power of Childfree.
Mhm.
Not to be confused with The Power of Now, but just saying.
Mhm. Okay.
Oh, but you know what? Zuli might appreciate this one. Maybe this can get me a pin. And this one is called, and it's semi-autobiographical, Did I Ask to See a Photo of Your Kid? I don't know if you can
What do
read
you
that.
say, Zuli? Can she get a pin for that, or?
I'll even autograph it for you.
I keep forgetting your name. What is your name again?
My name?
Because
But you know what? I have many other books too. Like, hang on. Childfree with Child, a horror story. It's short.
How can you be child free with child?
Also science fiction.
Right,
You have to use your imagination for that one.
right. She can't. To answer your question, interviewer.
My name is. If you.
To answer your question about if she could get a free pin for her book, the answer is definitely not, because she's not child free. I don't even know what she's doing in this panel.
And how did you learn about the panel?
Who are you asking?
Either whoever wants to answer, because I was able to find out only when the panel is and what it's called. It was a very hush hush sort of thing. Everybody I called wouldn't give me any answers. Some of them actually acted like Zuli, trying to find out if I was child free enough to merit getting any information about this panel.
Well, to answer your question, my publicist happens to be on the board that puts this panel together. In fact, my publisher published this book that came out 3 years ago, The Childfree Uprising Spark.
That's a stupid title.
No, I don't think that's a very nice thing to say. I think it's a fabulous title. It's almost as good as The Age of the Child-Free Child.
I thought so too. Yeah. Then you guys might like this one, The Child-Free Bitchy Bookkeeper.
That too is a wonderful title. Wonderful titles aside, because I don't think titles alone can get you onto a panel. You said that your publicist contacted me, and Zuli. How did you find out about this panel? In fact, you know what? I kind of suspect that you organized it because it's so secretive. Are you behind this whole panel?
Well, I can't say that I am, but I can't say that I'm not.
Uh-huh.
Remind me your name again, interviewer.
Oh, me. My name.
Yeah, so anyway, I was telling you that I can't tell you if I am or if I'm not. But what I can tell you for sure is that if you don't comply with every single rule in the only and the one and only really child-free guide, then you have nothing to do in this panel. Like, there's no space for you, because we really need to take care of our own. We need to keep our legacy intact. That's not going to happen if you're still approaching children less than 3 feet. If you approach a child in less than 3 feet, boom, that's it. No, you're not child free anymore.
If you do want validation or to be validated for your choice to not have children, I have the most perfect thing. I would like to announce that I have created the Childfree Mentor Award. And this year's first recipient is none other than me.
And by me, you mean you.
Correct. I wanted to know if you women have read this book that I wrote, of course. It's called When Childfree Girls Become Child-Free Women.
I have not read that.
Like I said before, you can't be child free and a girl at the same time. If you say you're a child free girl, that's weird. Like, they shouldn't, no.
There's nothing wrong with child-free girls. What's wrong with child-free girls?
We have already established that you're not child free. So I don't know why you think you are qualified.
I don't understand how you could have possibly established that I'm not child-free. You know what? This would be for you. Child-Free and Prejudice. Disclaimer, not a ripoff of Jane Austen.
Anyone who writes a book about being child-free, that is not the one and only really child-free guide. That's heresy. Interviewer, what's your name again? Because we really need to
My
take
name.
we really need to take this woman out of the panel.
Okay, I guess I'm not sure if this is my final question. We'll see where you ladies go with this. Have you ever considered calling yourselves child-free ladies? Now that I'm thinking about it.
No.
No.
All right.
Was that
Just
the question?
What a
Put
stupid
your-
question.
I know.
Sorry.
Was that the question?
I mean, come on. Where did you learn how to interview? I mean,
what's going on? Like, why were we just getting like stupid questions all over the
yeah.
You two are precious.
Do you only write fiction, me?
Well, most of my books are fiction because fiction is the one thing I love writing the most. Even though I do write science fiction, well, I guess that is fiction, and a few self-help books here and there. But fiction is primarily the most fun.
It seems like a waste of time, though, don't you think? I mean, if you really want to touch people, don't you think you'd focus primarily on nonfiction? I mean, sure, fiction is fun, as you say, but if you're going to have all that time into something and you're going to put that much of yourself into something, don't you want to, I don't know, focus on something more important?
Well, apparently when most people write nonfiction, they just take other people's stories, like from a Facebook group.
I want to know what your primary focus is going to be on the panel. You're going on the panel. What the fuck are you going to say? And stop asking me my name because you don't care. Nobody cares about me. All I do is ask questions, ask questions, ask questions. Does anybody ever ask me any questions? No. You know why? Because you don't fucking care. I don't know why I waste my time with you people. Like you're so goddamn special. Oh, I don't have children. That's all I talk about all day long is not having kids. Jesus Christ, get a grip.
You know what? You really need my self-help book. Girl, wash your child-free face.
Wash your face. Why? My editor is making me say this. Why, it was an honor to meet both of you.
Why, thank you.
Yes.
I am touching souls all over the world.
Yes, you certainly pierced mine, I'll say. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for telling me your stories. Thank you. Oh my God, is it over?
We're still here. We can hear you.
And see you.
And see you.
Oh, me.
We never got her name in the end, but who cares?
Yeah.
Bye.
You just said I'm still here.
No,
Yeah.
you're not.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye. No, you say bye.
No, you say bye.
Oh my God, I'm leaving.
You leave first.
I'm going.
Bye.
Bye.